My name is Margaret Hayes. I'm 62 years old. And until last Christmas, I believed that love, real, unconditional love, always comes back. But I was wrong. You see, I wasn't born rich. I grew up in a small, cold town in Ohio. My parents had nothing, but they gave me everything that mattered: honesty, hard work, and love. So when I became a mother, I swore I'd give my children everything I never had. And I did. A nurse during the day, a cleaner at night. While my friends went on vacations, I scrubbed hospital floors. While others bought new cars, I patched up old shoes. All so my kids, Emily and Ryan, could have better lives. For 30 years, I worked 2 jobs, a nurse during the day, a cleaner at night. While my friends went on vacations, I scrubbed hospital floors. While others bought new cars, I patched up old shoes. Also, my kids, Emily and Ryan, could have better lives. I paid for their college, their weddings, even their homes. When Emily wanted her dream wedding by the beach, I took money out of my retirement savings. When Ryan's wife lost her job, I covered their mortgage for a whole year. I kept telling myself, it's what mothers do. But I never realized how much it would cost me. Last December, everything changed. Christmas has always been my favorite time of year. I love the smell of cinnamon candles, the sound of carols, and that warm feeling when everyone's together. I had spent weeks baking cookies, wrapping presents, and decorating the house I once shared with my late husband, Tom. I was so excited. Emily had promised she'd come for Christmas Eve dinner with her husband, Jake, and their little daughter, Lily. Ryan said he'd stop by too, after work. But on December 23rd, I got a phone call. It was Emily. She sounded distant. Hey, Mom, plans changed a little. We're doing Christmas at the lake house this year. Jake invited some friends. It's kind of a full house, so... I interrupted, smiling. Oh, that's fine, sweetheart. I'll just drive down early and help you set up. I interrupted, smiling. Oh, that's fine, sweetheart. I'll just drive down early and help you set up. She went quiet for a second. Then said softly, Mom, we just thought maybe this year you could take it easy, rest at home. I didn't understand at first. I said, You mean you don't want me to come? She hesitated, then whispered, It's just, you know how Jake feels. He says it's too much energy when you're around. You get anxious, and it makes everyone tense. Too much energy? Me? I had spent my entire life giving energy, love, money, everything to this family. And now, they didn't even want me at Christmas. I felt the tears rise up, but I held them back. All right, I said quietly. You enjoy your holiday. When I hung up, the house felt colder than ever before. That night, I couldn't sleep. The Christmas lights blinked softly outside my window, and I kept thinking of the years I'd spent making sure their holidays were perfect. Every Christmas morning, I'd wake up before dawn, make pancakes shaped like stars, wrap gifts with little gold ribbons. I thought those memories meant something, but apparently they didn't. The next day, Christmas Eve, I sat alone. No calls, no visits, nothing. Out of curiosity, I opened Facebook, and there it was. Repetition. Emily's post. Merry Christmas from our cozy lake house. Couldn't ask for a better family gathering. There they were. Emily, Jake, little Lily, and Ryan too, smiling in the background, holding a glass of champagne. They had all gone, together, without me. I can't even describe the pain I felt. It wasn't just sadness. It was like the air left my lungs. I sat there, staring at that photo, until my vision blurred with tears. And then something inside me snapped. For days, I stayed silent. Didn't call, didn't text. I just thought. I remembered all the sacrifices I'd made. How I sold my husband's old beach house after he died and gave the money to Emily to help with her down payment. How I co-signed Ryan's business loan, even though it drained my savings. And how every time they needed something, I said yes. But when I needed them, even for one dinner, I was too much trouble. That's when I made a promise to myself. I wasn't going to cry anymore. I wasn't going to beg for love. I was going to take my life back. After New Year's, I started sorting through old boxes in my attic. That's when I found a folder, yellowed with age, with my husband Tom's handwriting on it. It was a property file for the beach house, the one I thought I had sold years ago. But as I read through it, my heart skipped. Turns out, Tom had never transferred full ownership. Half of that house, legally, was still mine. And according to the fine print, if the other party made any unauthorized changes, I could claim full rights. Guess what? Emily and Jake had renovated the house without telling me. So I called a lawyer. He was surprised too. Said, "Mrs. Hayes, you have every right to reclaim it. Want me to proceed?" And I said the words I never thought I'd say. Yes, do it. 2 months later, Emily got served. She called me, crying. "Mom, what's going on? They're saying you're suing us." I said calmly, "I'm not suing you, sweetheart. I'm just reclaiming what's mine." She screamed, "How could you do this to me, to your own daughter?" And I answered, "I could ask you the same thing. How could you celebrate Christmas without your own mother?" She went silent.
The court process was quick. I had all the documents, all the proof. The judge ruled in my favor. The beach house was legally mine again. When I walked back into that house, the one by the sea, the one Tom built with his hands, I felt something I hadn't felt in years. Peace. It smelled like salt and memories. I opened the curtains, let the sunlight in, and whispered, "I'm home." At first, the kids were angry. Ryan said I'd betrayed the family. Emily stopped talking to me for months. But I didn't chase them this time. I didn't send long apologetic messages. I just lived. I started painting again. I joined a local women's group. I planted flowers in the backyard and spent evenings sitting by the shore, watching the waves roll in, just like Tom and I used to. For the first time in decades, I wasn't someone's mother or someone's helper. I was just me. Then, one evening in June, I heard a knock on the door. When I opened it, Emily was standing there. Her eyes were swollen from crying. She held a small box in her hands. "Mom," she whispered, "I'm so sorry." Tears filled her eyes. I was angry, stupid, and selfish. Jake wanted to keep you away because he said you were too controlling. But the truth is, I was just ashamed. Ashamed that you were still helping us when I should have been helping you. She handed me the box. Inside was a gold locket. It was the same one I'd given her when she was 16. Inside, it still had the photo of me, Tom, and the kids. She said, "I want you to have it back, Mom, because I finally understand what you did for us." I couldn't stop crying. I hugged her, held her tight, and said softly, "I didn't take revenge, Emily. I just reminded you who I am." Now, every Christmas, they come to the beach house. Emily cooks, Ryan decorates the tree, and I just sit by the fire, watching my family, my broken, healed, beautiful family, laugh again. Sometimes Lily climbs into my lap and says, "Nana, tell me the story of how you got your beach house back." And I smile, brush her hair back, and say, "It's not a story about a house, sweetheart. It's a story about love, the kind that remembers its worth." You see, sometimes love isn't enough. Sometimes you have to teach people how to love you back. And the day you learn to stand up for yourself, that's the day the world finally stands with you. If this story touched your heart, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to the channel so I can keep bringing you more emotional, real-life stories like this one. Because somewhere out there, someone needs to hear a story like this. A story that reminds us that love, strength, and second chances still exist.